разработкам, к обновлению 1.10. Дикое обновление Ваден. Всякие лайки, подписывайтесь на мой канал и пишите в комментариях. И я создал телеграм-канал, посмотрите эти новости о моем канале в Телеграме. По ссылочке вам скину, и вы посмотрите. Всем приятного просмотра.
Oh, you would love to hear some secrets about ancient cities, don't you?
Hi, I'm Marco. In this video, together with Puya and Gnambon, we will tell you about all the cool things that you can find in the Deep Dark.
The Deep Dark is a biome that can be generated much like any other biome, but to increase the likelihood of finding it, you should look for the tallest mountain that you can find and dig as far as you can underneath it.
I think the biggest challenge in introducing Deep Dark was the actual placement of that biome. In the first experimental snapshots that we have released, there were always other biomes creeping underneath of it, and it didn't feel good. Deep Dark should be always at the bottom of the world. What we've done instead was to place the Deep Dark under the world, under the bedrock layer. That's where the center of it is. What you see in your world when you go to the Deep Dark is just a tip of the iceberg.
Inspiration-wise, we drew a lot from like Lovecraftian horror, because we wanted to implement and develop something that was quite scary, but not in the traditional horror sense scary, as in like jump scares and that, but more of a mysterious and unknown scary, I guess you could say. My favorite feature of the Deep Dark, I would say, is the sculpt patches that are scattered around the Deep Dark. Mostly because I feel they give off a very organic vibe and add to the mysterious feeling inside of the biome.
In my head, the sculk blocks are like organs of some living entity. So we have the sculk catalyst, which is the stomach, which allows it to digest souls and create a sculk charge. This charge will move around, replacing blocks with sculk if the charge likes the block, otherwise it will just wrap them with sculk veins. This charge can also place sculk sensors and sculk catalyst. The sensor are the hearing organ of the sculk, as they allow it to detect what's going on around it, whereas the sculk shrieker allows it, when alerted by sensor, to spawn the mighty warden, which allows the sculk to defend itself. With the sculk sensor, we needed a way for blocks and entities to detect what was happening around them. Once we got this system right, it was a matter of tackling all the edge cases, like what happens if the source of a sound disappears before that sound is able to reach its destination. What about wool? Like wool dampens vibrations, so it should obstruct these vibrations. Once we got all of this right, we ended up using this system in many other different features, like Alade uses this to detect node blocks, the warden uses this to detect the player, and even the Skull Catalyst uses this system to detect mob dying next to it.
The Deep Dark is very silent because it's filled with sensors and shriekers, and you want that biome experience to be for the players to sneak around and be really quiet. And if you would have other mobs that just move us around, they'll just be triggering all the sensors and alerting the warden, and that's not fun. We want the Deep Dark to be creepy without the creepers. So next time you go to the Deep Dark, maybe instead of taking a stack of torches, because placing a torch will actually trigger the warden, maybe take night vision potions instead. Just a tip. Yeah, warden is so strong, yet you don't get much back for fighting it, and that was very much intentional. You need more than a stack of hours to pin it down, and it can one-shot you, it can shoot you through walls if you're trying to avoid it. And that's the part of the design. We wanted basically to send a clear message that that's not a mob that you want to fight. It's a mob that you want to avoid. Warden is a mob that you triggering it, and if you leave it be, it'll just disappear, and that's fine.
The Skunk and the Warden fit into the Deep Dark concept as some kind of living entity that found itself buried underground. The reason why The Skulk and the Deep Dark are often found within ancient cities, is a mystery that we are excited for our players to figure out.
Do ancient cities hold some sort of a secret? Yes, they do. For the first time ever, we've included redstone rooms with redstone contraptions for players to observe and learn from them. They are located in the bases of the ancient city centers, and you can bust your way in, but all of them have a secret way to get in without breaking anything. And it was so fun to actually figure that out.
Have fun in the deep dark, but stay safe.
Ну, запуски где-то говорим, всякие механики, всякие к обновлению где-то. Я мобу начал ходить Юдемдака по земному города. Но мне показано, что то к финалу придет к нашему обновлению 1.19. Но выйдет где-то в 2023. 1.20. Никакое изменение, новый мир, новыми механики будут. Но я не знаю. Новые изменения, но я не знаю, это будет. Будет обновление Дипдака. Новые изменения покажут и делают новые обновления Энда мира. Ну и даже скажут, ну где-то к 1.16 разработки Аусии, не за ад. Аусии. Теперь мы посмотрели. Аусия болот, маговый болот. И дальше мы не знаем, кто дальше будет. Энд и новые изменения. Будем думать. Ну это все. Ну, спасибо за вашу подписку на 965 миллионов подписчиков. Ну, а теперь мой канал подписывайтесь на мой канал Обзор Motion Studios. И еще посмотрите на мой телеграм-канал, что я буду записывать крутые видеохроники. Всем удачи! И что, иду и поделите. И кому-то скинуть, например, телеграм. Вот мы пишем пароль, вот хоть мой телеграм канал, вот мы нажимаем туда вот, и вот мой телеграм канал. Здесь я буду выпускать новости, еще в версии Майорда Бедрак. Ну что, ну все удачи и по-новому. Все пока-пока и удачи посмотрим новостей разработки. Все пока-пока-пока.